Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is sure a first for me. I'm actually going to do a tutorial recording of myself doing a tutorial recording because I was trying to multitask and do so many different things that I was trying to do a recording while I was also teaching a conference call. Very difficult. That's why there was no sound. I apologize on that one. So please watch Vince tell Vince, Don McLeod, what to do with this. First thing is, so Don Tank, this is our alternative or redemption of this one. There's nothing, we're not criminalizing you saying you messed up. What we are saying is that something did happen, whether you got terminated, fired, whatnot. You have to do the work back for it. So you're either going to do the redemption one or you're going to do the alternative form of it. And we are going to use Everfi, the platform. So as I go with this, you'll see it here. We're just going to go to platform Everfi. You can always get this from the Don Tank webpage if you would like. It's very simple. It's very easy. Don't worry about it. Here are the two different ones that you see. The first one is redemption, and that is more like, let's say you've already done Don Tank quite a bit. You've just for some reason been terminated or quit. At the end a bit more, you need to do this one to suffice to make up for that work. So it very much is, you've already started, you've already done it, but like I said, something happened. This will help you mask that grade there. Don Tank Alternative is a very much elongated one. That is, if you haven't done as much of the work, that's what you need to do. Here's the registration code I did click. This is also on the Don Tank webpage for you. But if you just follow that with that code, type it in, you'll register. I'll show you that later. But again, Don Tank Alternative is you haven't done really a lot in Don Tank, and you need to make up for that because reality is Don Tank is pretty much it was a semester-long course, so there is a lot to do with it. So we need you to get the grade. I have to have instructional hours to prove that you did something, okay? So alternative is if you haven't done as much of the Don Tank work. Redemption is if you've done it, but of late you haven't, or you were quit, or you were terminated. That's the one you would do for that, okay? Someone did ask before, this is an individual assignment. This is not a company-based assignment. So by all means, please do it based off of that. You can technically be terminated or quit from a company, and you can do the work even though you still have work with Don Tank in that one, okay? So we'll fast forward, or I think it will go forward a little bit. You know what? It is very interesting watching myself talk. I hope you're having a great time too. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit to show you. Excellent. Okay, so this is where when we're logging in on this. Let's keep going with it. Wonderful. When you log in for the first time, you register, you do need to pick student learner and go ahead and type in that registration code. Once you've done that, there we go. Click on it. Click next. We'll see there, you got to put in your name, your information. Please do pick an email that you do check, not one that is bogus. And do pick a password that you remember because, again, you're going to have access to this all the time. And it is self-paced learning, so you're going to want to remember. Don't forget it. If you do forget it, I have had some people forget, you're going to have to restart and reset it. Unless you know the email that you put, then you can go back and do it like that, okay? Let's speed it up a little bit so I can get to the end and show you more. Okay, so for example here, this is what you want to see at the end. By April 10th at 11:59 p.m., you're going to want to see all the particular tasks switch to certified. And that means you got over 70% correct on it, and it was completed. So I'm using Anna Marie, for example. So you can see she's done a lot of it already. Good to go. You got to have those done, though, because that's really what is going to be the grade and how it's done on that one. So please make sure you're doing that, following through on it. It is self-paced, like I said, so it's really at your own pace what you're willing to go with it on. That's it, and what's really cool about this, too, is Don Tank is we get something for doing it, right? We meet investors. It's real life. So Everfi is very much the same way, where you're going to get some documentation, some industry-recognized certificate for completing it. What I didn't want is this to be edgenuity and you just go do nothing. Sorry for the dog in the background. Welcome to remote learning. It's all the fun. But just make sure you are doing it because it is purposeful learning. It's not just something for me to have you do, okay? Any questions, please let me know. But we're good to go, guys. Thank you again for everything, and that was really cool to watch me do a training.